Good morning, everyone. It is Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah, where positive energy works. And it is Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. And in my meditation this morning, Archangel Michael visited me. I've been meditating and talking with the angels frequently, but I don't always get Archangel Michael directly. All right, so we are going to be opening ourselves up to the spirit realm. So let's go ahead and put the prayer of protection in place. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and it is good. So I did have a question on YouTube, and I'll read you that question. And this was more of a direct result of that. I'd ask archangels to give me some direction. So the question was, can you please ask, what does it mean that this whole life disruption by the COVID-19 issue will not go away until humanity and the world finds balance? So if it takes us a few years or more to get that balance, does that mean that COVID-19 issue will go on for that long? And does it have to be everyone finding balance first before life can finally calm down? What percentage of the world and humanity needs to be in balance again before before life calms down? Thank you, and God bless us all. So that's a good question, and certainly one that I have, and I'm sure everybody out there has. How long is this going to go on? The angels are like, well, until it's done. But I did ask the question in meditation. All right, so here's what Archangel Michael said to me. This global disruption will show up in each of your lives differently, and clearly shows you where your weak links in the system exist, whether they're your behaviors, your beliefs, and where those weak areas lie. This is not a bad thing. This is a gift. For would you not prefer whole and healthy and sustainable over false beliefs that will crumble at the first test? This is not a punishment. This is just life doing what life does, making adjustments to maintain balance. Many things are out of balance and need to be brought back into balance. Kind of a theme on that one, isn't there? And then the question is, how long, and this is me asking, well, how long will this last? And the answer then was, that depends upon you. Continue out of balance and it will linger. Get back into balance and it will pass sooner. And then I said, well, what does that mean to get back into balance? And then the answer was, so little is sacred to a great many people. These are all gifts from God, and yet some treat them like they are entitled, and they squander. This is a rich and abundant universe, but it is for all. Mankind is no longer working in harmony with nature and her diverse life. Instead, some are plundering without regard to the rights and needs of all living species on this planet. And then I said, well, what is to be done? Get yourself in balance. I get the impression they're getting a little tired of telling me the same thing. And then he continued, do not be so foolish as to think that you need to save the world. The world is not broken and does not need you to fix it. God's got this. Your job is to go inside yourself, okay? And to abandon your current worldview. It is no longer relevant. See things as they are now and decide what is working to empower yourself and others. Keep doing more of that. Abandon thoughts beliefs and behaviors that do not serve your higher good and the higher good of all. You brought this into your life because you are ready to awaken to your higher spiritual self. The excellent good news is that all you need to do to save the world is to save your world. They've told me that before too. When you raise your frequencies, those around you will resonate to that higher good. That is how you get out of this situation, to raise your frequencies. Yes, there will be disruptions. We say good. It's time for the unsustainable to be exposed and to be dealt with. As a species, if you wish to survive, you need to awaken to the reality that you are all one, affecting one another and each and every species on this planet. So I'm like, okay, what should we do? Answer, treat everything as sacred. God gave this to you. Be in gratitude. It raises your vibration and frequency. Don't worry about raising everyone else's frequency. Raise yours. That's your job. Focus on what you want. Give thanks for what you have. Enjoy each moment as precious. Make adjustments if something isn't working for your highest good and the highest good of those around you. Be not afraid of change. Be not afraid of death. The true you, your spiritual self, is eternal. Your soul is eternal and cannot perish. If you are experiencing fear, recognize it as a false narrative, a warning that you are in an unsafe place. Move physically. Release false beliefs. Move energetically through your emotions to a better feeling place. In other words, hope. And then I said, well, how do we move forward? The answer was together. Be awake. There are warnings that some structures are failing and must be addressed. One is climate. Do not be fooled into thinking that you have time to deal with it later. The time is now. It's a perfect time to rebuild things that are more in harmony. Your industry, your consumerism, and your collective narratives. You are not separate from nature. You are not above nature. This is an opportunity to regain balance. Balance, balance. It's the word of the week, isn't it? Treat this as your get out of jail free card. Take advantage of this opportunity to restructure failing systems. Wake up. And this one's hard for me because my ego Susan gets in the way, but this is what he said, okay? So this is Archangel Michael. Wake up to the new command. Be good stewards of all his children. And I'm getting emotional because angels are around, okay? Be good stewards of all his children, all living things great and small. Be good stewards of his house and all that is in it. That is how you move through this challenge and emerge better on the other side. You take responsibility for yourself, and those around you will follow. This is what I would say to you. Wake up, my dear ones. And then he had me sign it, Archangel Michael. So, thank you, Archangel Michael. Hard message today, but yeah, it's it's time. Wake up, We are stewards of God's gifts, and it is a rich and abundant universe, but it is for all of us, all species. So, hard message, but it's hard times. We send prayers out to everyone who is struggling. We send you goodwill and the will to do good, and we charge our leaders with wisdom and the ability to see the bigger picture and to help all of us move through this. So we are all one. I think that this message is very clear. So together we will get it. We will get it done. We'll get through it. But remember, your job is not to save the world, my darlings. Your job is to save you. And so you get in balance. And when you get in balance, then people around you will be inspired and brought up. And that's all you have to do. That's it. That's it. That's all. Just you get in balance. What a relief. Thank you. Have a very blessed day. If you're struggling, we send you all of the energy that you need. Keep up with your comments. I'll get back to them when I'm offline. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.